Welcome to Take 5 Nuggets of Inspiration. Today, I want to reflect and reminisce about today in history. Today in history, a Barbadian son of the soil was born. However, he was buried on this day also. He died on Independence Day. And 20 that was 2013, and it just seems like just yesterday. The cries, the calls, just knowing, could this be true? He was known to many as G, Terps, Rev, Christian man, uncle, dad, goddad, dad-in-law, granddad. But to us, me and my siblings, he was known as Daddy, a man of integrity, a compassionate man, a man that believed in the power of prayer, a man that always engages us through prayer and play, a man that engaged his wife, loved his wife. After 50 years of marriage, incidentally, on this same day at 5 p.m., she wanted to FaceTime him just to tell him happy birthday. And I was like, no, not on this day. You see, she was in hospital. And for some reason, I felt her foot, and I feel very cold. And I realized her countenance changed, and I realized that she seems as if she was going out, slipping away. And I did call the nurses called the doctors and everything, and some student doctors came. And it was with a burst of energy. She started to engage them and ask them how they were doing, wish them well. And then she started to speak to them about her grandchildren, which was basically around the same age in that youth and emerging adult age. And as she spoke with them so glowingly about her grandchildren, they had a glow on her face. And it was like, normally a burst of energy, then they're gone. So I continued to listen, and then after they left, they give their diagnosis, and they just made her comfortable and everything. And then 3 days thereafter, she passed. You see, she had a very fighting spirit. She had a very resilient spirit. She had a never give up mindset. And that was her and my father's mantra: never give up. They repeated that to us over and over, regardless from young, regardless of whatever challenge we faced, regardless of wherever we were at. They always reminded us to never give up. And they led by example. So as a result, she held on. But what I want to share with you, and in particular fathers, nuggets that I would have observed from his life, that I would have applied to my life, and we applied to our life, and we found that they do work. So fathers, I want to say to you, you are seen, you are validated. You might not have had the experience of a father, a physical father, a present father, but you can change that narrative. You do not have to be defined by your past. You don't have to give up. You can apply principles with the help of God, with the help of support that can help you to become the father that you never had but wanted or needed for that matter. So I say to you today, remember there's power in prayer. And you're praying to a father that loves you, a father that cares about you, that desire for you to be successful. And even though you might not be able to say, like your father, your children might be able to say, or like the scripture in Psalm 16, King James Version, the lines have fallen to me in pleasant places. You can allow your children to say of you, I have a goodly heritage. I want to challenge you today. Never give up. There's power in prayer. And as you decide what type of legacy you want to live, seek God. And in doing that, as you live by example, your children will be able to say that they have a goodly heritage. Take 5. Blessings.